get into some stuff, dog.
Let's get into some stuff.
Let's see.
You gotta introduce yourself.
We all in here. Well, almost all of us. Missing one little piece. But 28 and Jefferson, we back here again. We got the man, Rasheed, walking in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I am honored to be, welcomed with open arms to be a part of the interview, the podcast.
Jefferson, we are
28th and Jefferson. We in the building. I'm just honored.
We're glad to have you. Glad to have you here.
Hell yeah, man. So, what we've been in research, we've been seeing you doing it. We've been seeing you moving and shaking. We've seen your power moves, your story. Hustle strong.
Stronger than ever now.
We're just taking it one step at a time, building it all the way up.
NBA Pro Am.
The Pro Am.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that. How's that going for the city? Let's start with that. Yeah.
The Pro Am is very impactful in the city of Nashville, Tennessee. It has a positive influence, and it's filling a lane that was vacant at the time of me, rebooting it. Now, there was a Pro-Am prior to me getting my own version of it. A couple guys that did it in the late 90s, early 2000s, but then it flamed out. It just, people went their own separate ways and did other stuff. Yeah. And I felt like it was an empty void in the city of Nashville that needed to be filled because we got a lot of college athletes, a lot of professional athletes that's from the city, but when they here, they don't have no outlet to really sharpen their skills, hone their game.
Okay.
So, I felt like I needed to give them a platform to do so.
That's a whole demographic you typed into.
Exactly.
And everybody on TV.
Yeah.
And everybody playing, 18 games a season? Yeah.
And so, and our track record shows how it is very beneficial to the city. I have like 2 consecutive Conference Player of the Year. Ja'Cory Williams at MTSU, and this year Nick King at MTSU.
Yeah.
We've had several Lipscomb University basketball players.
Shout out Dave Lipscomb.
They made it to the NCAA tournament. For the first time ever.
That first round.
We had Tennessee State players that played. They had a great season. It didn't end the way they wanted to, but they played really well. Developmental. We've had several NBA players to come play, so it fills a void in multiple areas, like where the youth get involved. They give them something to do, games to come to. It gives people something to do on Thursdays and Sundays. Like, think about it. What are you doing on a Sunday?
Thursday or Sunday.
Chilling.
Thursday before the weekend kickoff, start your weekend off right, and a Sunday to close it out.
Exactly.
And it's positive atmosphere. Like, I employ,
all positive.
I employ high school students to work with me to, just to build on their work ethic. And I provide internships for college students and, get them on payroll as well. So it's not about basketball. It's about community upbringing. It's just showing major love. So on the surface, it looks like it's just a basketball league. But like one of my photographers, he worked with me the first 2 years. Now he's a photographer for the Titans. He got to build his resume with me. Went to the interview, got to sell that he worked with a professional basketball league. They got him on board. He's blessed. My current photographer, I mentored him prior to having him on my staff. Now he's the photographer for MTSU football and basketball teams. We just putting people in position. We just putting people in position. I've had a couple guys that were, out of school, but they still had college eligibility. I've two guys by playing in the league got scholarships at Cumberland University and Vol State Community College.
Oh yeah.
So we just putting people in position to excel and do well in the lanes that they want to run in.
Okay. That's what we all need. That's what we all need more of that.
So it's more than basketball. It's more than a game. It's more than a spot to kick it on Thursdays and Sundays. It's actually community upbringing and.
We got the food. I'm gonna say we got the food trucks on Sundays.
Okay.
And
that's what'll bring me out.
Yeah. Where the food at? What black folks? We gonna.
I ain't gonna brag, but.
Brag.
But see, I'm gonna do this because
you need to brag.
Because I just keep it all the way honest. Is that I had Princess to pull up on a Sunday.
And you know how
Listen,
busy they are.
Princess ain't even
They're
open
not
on Sundays.
Open on Sunday, but according to how busy Princess is, on Sundays they should be getting ready for their Mondays because they packed as soon as they open to the time that they close. So for them to pull up on a Sunday,
They'll let you know what we got going on.
it's power.
Yeah.
Princess ain't open on Sundays, and you damn near can hardly get their food truck out. I was able to make one phone call to an important person. They, put some things together. Princess pulled up and they serving chicken to the community. Well, it's not free, but they getting what they get, for the service that they provide. But that just lets you know the reach and the impact that we have on the community, the positive influence that we have, where business want to be associated and aligned with it.
Now, would you say that brought along Hustle Strong, or what did that movement next?
Hustle Strong,
because that's taken over as well.
So I had a video.
It's such a small amount of time.
So I had a video blog when I was in college. It's called Jose Hustle TV.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
yeah.
I remember when Jose Hustle, like when you first started calling yourself Jose Hustle.
Yeah. So the moniker was impactful, very iconic, to say the least. And so I've always been big with giving back, mentoring, showing love. And so I said I was gonna start a foundation called Hustle Strong, but it was just the idea. I put it on shirts, but I never really got the paperwork rolling with it. And this was 2010, so I'm just a college dude. I said I'm gonna start a foundation. Didn't have an idea of how to, but I was gonna do philanthropic efforts through this imprint. I had always did it, but I had never really just documented it. So I'm gonna start documenting it here and there, and with Hustle Strong. So I just stayed at it, and now it is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and we do a lot in the community. A lot of youth mentoring, a lot of community outreach, a lot of sponsoring. Different, events and sports teams. And so I just said, man, I'm going to kick it in gear. Hustle Strong has a really deep meaning. Like the hustle stands for how you survive through life every day. It can apply to everybody on planet Earth, because how you get through the day and make it is different than how I get through and make it, but we all got the same end result, success. And you always want to do it with your best ability, which is strong.
Yeah.
So you hustle strong. Ain't nobody can say that don't apply to me. Whether you're a custodian, whether you are an engineer, whether you are a basketball coach, whether you're a teacher, you hustling at some point. If you're at the top, you hustling to stay there. If you're at the bottom, you hustling to get to the top.
Exactly.
One way or another, you hustling. Ain't nobody complacent in this world. The complacent don't last long.
Tell them that good word. Tell them that good
He
word.
just gave y'all free game.
Tell them that
Okay?
free game.
The complacent,
Free game.
the complacent don't last long, so you gotta hustle.
Right.
And when you hustle, you're doing whatever you can do to get through the day.
28 and Jefferson bring y'all more free game.
More free game each and every.
These jewels
Wednesday
you ain't
night.
just gonna pick up. You ain't just gonna pick them up and find them somewhere.
We got Rasheed Walker in the building, y'all.
Yeah, man. So hustle strong. It's not just a foundation. It's not just a quote unquote brand. It's an imprint. It's a life. It's a lifestyle. You ain't gotta be a quote unquote hustler to represent hustle strong or to hustle strong. You just got to know. You just got to have it in your heart that you ain't gonna lay down for nothing minute. You got to ride it all the way out.
You got to.
Right.
All times.
Red cups up for that.
Red cups up.
Red cups up for that.
Red cups up. Oh, strong. All day. See. What
So
else?
tell us,
Let's get some more
what
detail. Let's
are
see.
some things that don't give us, what you got coming
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Just give us a little sprinkle of ingredients of it, the things that we can look forward to from
I'm
you.
in tune
You know,
now. Now I
exactly.
need to know
The
more.
Oh,
things that
yeah.
we look forward to from you as far as community wise and dealing with the college and the middle school
Everything's in
community
motion.
as well.
Oh
Things
yeah.
that you got coming
got
up
lined
that we
up.
need to look forward to and stay tuned.
Oh well, of course the Nashville Pro-Am.
Of course.
Opening night June 25th. So get ready for that.
Most definitely. It's on
No,
my
you know what?
calendar.
Don't let me lie. It's the 24th or 25th.
The
I'm trying to
24th is
figure
a
out.
Saturday, isn't it?
I don't want to lie. So I don't want to say nothing
We'll
wrong.
look it up.
We'll send that
But
in the comments.
it's either one of those days. So circle eat both days because I might have something for my birthday on that Saturday.
For sure.
I got this next Monday. Next Monday I'll be partnering with Vanderbilt University. When I was involved in a car accident March 26, 2016, that's where I received my treatment. That's where I was brought back to life.
What happened to your car accident?
Tell us about that.
So, my car accident, March 26, 2016, I was on a head-on collision. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Long story short, I almost died. I had a 20% chance to live. But through God's grace and the phenomenal doctors at Vanderbilt University Medical Center, I'm here today. And so,
that's a second chance of life right there.
so, I give back on my birthday, on Christmas, and on the day of the accident. I go give gift bags to the families in the ICU emergency room, the area that I was in. Because my family, my mama was in, she was in the waiting room. Now, you don't want to leave the waiting room to go get something to eat or to go get a change of clothes, So you're not going to leave. So, matter of fact, I'm going to bring some stuff to you. I'm going to show you some love. Like, I've been there. I was there. I was a patient, but my family know what situation y'all in. I'm going to bring you some refreshments, some snacks, and a nice message on the bag to give you good hope, to give you hope, to keep faith, rolling. And I had 20, that's 80% against the odds with me. 20% chance, and I made it through. So I know you and your family can make it through. Just stay positive, stay strong. So I always go back, show my gratitude, my appreciation of everything. So
that's very powerful. Very powerful.
Oh man, that's beautiful, bro.
and so I'm doing that this upcoming Monday, March 26th. The 2 years to the date of the accident. 2 years later. So I got that going. So that's a community service event. I got a couple people that's gonna help put the bags together, like an assembly line, function. I'm doing something with my best friend John Jenkins, professional basketball player.
Okay.
When he gets back in town, we have a big community service event. We're gonna do a tennis shoe drive, and we're gonna do something with the Nashville Rescue Mission.
Definitely gonna have that up and posted.
We'll post it for
So, we got that in the works, and then I got a couple other top secret things up my sleeve. So,
Keep those.
Yeah, y'all just need to stay tuned.
yeah,
Make sure you stay tuned.
Make sure we log.
just know that it's gonna benefit the community. It's gonna benefit others more so than it will me.
Everything that you do, I feel like it benefits the community.
Yeah.
Everything that I've ever seen him do
That
or
was a
seen
whole
you do.
life-changing experience.
Yeah. So that helps you
Yeah.
give back to the community.
Yeah. Well, any way that I can help people, I do it
I love his
because
mindset.
what I got to lose.
That's the perfect
Real
mindset to have because it's not greedy. To say you're humble is an understatement. I feel like it feels like that where you're coming from and the places that you do, this from is a very genuine place, and I like to see that within people because most people, I'm not gonna say most people, some people do things just to see what they can get out of it, and I don't get that vibe from you at all.
Yeah, that's great. I appreciate the kind words. I've always, I've always been blessed. I was blessed to experience the things I've experienced and see the things I've seen and do the things that I've done.
That's life-changing.
And it's life-changing, and it's helped form and shape me into the person I am today. But more so, the people coming up under me, I want y'all to experience this too. I want y'all to see this too. I'm about to give you the game. Like, if I went here and bumped my head, let me tell you what not to do. I don't want to see you bump your head to be like, yeah, you in the club with me now.
You better duck your head.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, go about it that way, and you'll be able to. I did it, and I was a little successful, but you do it like that and be a lot successful.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of people not going to give you that free game. They let you experience it and then say, yeah, I did that before, and I should have told you about it, but you should experience it for yourself.
Awesome. I told you so, but I will say this. I only can help those who want to be helped. Now, once I see, if I call a game-winning play and you don't even shoot the ball, I'm not calling no more plays for you because it's a waste of my time, and it could be used for somebody else who's not scared to shoot.
Don't be scared to shoot. That play is right there. You gotta make it.
We're definitely looking forward to everything that you have coming up as far as the community. I will definitely be watching your Instagram, your social media tags, and I will definitely repost.
Oh yeah, that's major love.
Shoot your social media tag.
Oh yeah, my social media tag at Rasheed Walker 4 on Instagram. The Nashville Pro-Am page is NPBL Hoops. That's Instagram. My Twitter, I just do retweets on that, but you can follow me on that if you choose. It's at Jose Hustle. I ain't left that name just yet.
Don't leave it.
Yeah, it's copywritten, so it ain't going nowhere.
Still keep it, even if you just don't use it a lot, just keep it, because that's their original. Like,
yeah. I can tell you the story behind that.
Yeah,
it's all 100% original.
Like, tell them how you came up with that name.
We go back to 2006. Now the blog didn't pop to 2008.
Later, yeah.
But we can go back to 2006. I was in high school. I was working at Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of Hispanics on my shift. They were my partners. They were cool. We mess and vibe well, but I want to conform to my environment.
Okay.
So I said, hey man, this guy was named Hector. I said, hey Hector, hey, I need a name to blend. I need a name to be with the crew, to blend in. He was like, all right, when you come back in, we'll have one for you. So I bet. So we worked that shift. I come back the next day. I was scheduled, and I said, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Jose?" I said, "All right, okay, I'm Jose." I was just Jose. They gave me a little name tag, said Jose. So bet. And then at that point, in that same time frame, I was preparing to go to Germany for foreign exchange program with my high school. But I had to raise the fund. I had to get the funds up. It cost like
you had to hustle it up.
It cost like $2,000. So I was selling candy every day, dollar back. Whatever they had in the snack machine, I had it, and I was 25 cents higher, but I was more convenient. You ain't had to wait in line. Convenience fee, 25-cent convenience fee. So instead of you waiting in line to get that and might be late for class, I'm about to pop my box up and get what you get. Give me that $1, you go. And so I was hustling. So I said, you know what? They gave me this name at work, and this is what I'm doing. I'd always been a hustler in high school, but in middle school.
I can vouch for that.
In middle school, I sold a little blank, like when burnt CDs was the biggest thing. Had burnt.
The mixed CDs too.
Yeah. So burnt CDs, mixed CDs, just a little petty money. I was a hustler to create my own money. So I said, you know what? They called me Jose at work, and then I know this is what I'm doing. What I'm doing every day. Rick Ross had that song every day. I'm hustling.
Yeah.
So
shout out Rick Ross.
Shout out Rick Ross.
Jose hustle. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So y'all are tuned in to Rasheed Walker, but the original Jose Hustle. The original.
Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, it's only one Jose.
It's only one Jose.
It's only one.
Man,
so
appreciate you coming through.
We definitely appreciate you giving us your time and letting us know what you got going on with the community and your upcoming events. We definitely will stay tuned. And everybody
else need to do that as
if you haven't followed his social media tag, Rasheed Walker 4, most definitely need to do that.
Yeah, I'm always doing giveaways. That's another thing about me. I give stuff away. I give a lot of stuff away. Like in 2015, I did 40 jerseys in 40 days. I'm known to have a lot of jerseys.
Oh shit.
And so,
needs them.
So I had a lot of jerseys from the early 2000s music.
Look who just walked in the building, y'all.
What's going on?
I'm a mark the time. Let me mark the time.
Just now walked in the building.
What's happening?
There he is. What's up, man?
I'm here.
All right. Yeah, go and get you some of that
Queen?
Hennessy. How are you?
I'm smooth. I'm smooth.
We already 3 cups in on the hand.
I know, so I'm behind schedule.
You gotta catch up.
I'm definitely behind.
All right, y'all. So Pat just walked in. Everybody need to get them red cups up.
Hey.
Red cups up.
I'm in
So
here.
Pat walking in. Let's go for it.
Anybody else, I might would have missed it.
You can't miss this.
But I wasn't missing this one though. I wasn't missing this one though. Cause
honey, you might as well pour the rest of that in there, baby.
You right, I wasn't even
Might as
looking.
well go ahead and put it.
Y'all left a swivel in there. Don't leave no swivel.
First off, not on no like clout chasing or nothing like that. But you got a real deal be able to support your friends.
Okay.
You got a real deal be able to support your friends, all right?
Yeah,
So-
shout out to Jay Bernard. Yeah.
Okay. These are the Jose Hustle edition.
Yeah.
These are the
All red.
Jose Hustle, the all red joints.
All red.
All red. Okay.
Now that but you got Big Baller Brand. You know how it was a big uproar when they said they gonna do their own thing and make their shoes. 4 years prior, we was doing that. Like my cousin came out with, like he manufactured his own shoes, sold them by the masses.
Tell him.
I'm gonna sit this back on the table so people can see.
Like,
Yeah. Tell him to get
See-
your shine. What I tell you a minute ago, get your shine.
I'm not one to call out stats because it's public records, it's public information. But
Can't be found.
I love LeVar Ball. I love LeVar Ball, Lonzo Ball, Jello, LaMelo. I love them, what they doing for the culture. But we was doing that first.
Facts.
That's factual.
Rewind it back. Say it again.
I love what the Ball family
Yeah,
is
look into the
doing.
camera when
We
you
love
say it.
them. We
Oh,
love them.
I love what the Ball family is doing. I'm very big fans.
Very big fans.
But the Walker family did it first.
They did it
2014, Jay Bernard.
First.
I remember when he first released these on social media. He and his cousin. And I remember when I saw him, I was like, I'm getting a pair. Because 2014, everybody, that was when the whole Balenciaga
Yeah.
trainers wave
The whole-
was real popping.
That whole designer, just
That
everything
was
designer.
really popping. This was my first designer shoe.
There it is.
My first designer shoe, and you can tell a lot of times by the way a designer shoe is made, because they won't give it to you in American sizes. And I was like, man, I need, like, what size is a 13 or a 14? I text Jose, I was like, bro, I need a pair of them shoes. Don't care what the ticket is, I need them shoes.
Yeah.
And we met up in Kroger's parking lot.
Yep, damn sure did.
On Clarksville Highway.
Shout out Kroger's. K. Rogers.
We met up at Kroger's parking lot and we swapped it out real quick. He told me what the ticket was, cash was ready, in hand, boom. Tried them on. I said, yep, I'm rocking the hell out of these. I get so many compliments when I wear these. And I damn near get more compliments when I wear these than when I've worn my red bottoms. I have 2 pair of red bottoms. I'm still waiting on that black, on the all black with the red bottom.
Yeah, with the red bottom.
pair
Yeah, I think
of-
they coming out. I talked to him today. It was just casual conversation. I'm like, when did the next shoes come out? Send me pictures. It was like, they coming, but I can't send you pictures. I'm like, all right, that's a bet. Like, that's a designer's choice. But
Absolutely.
they supposed to be coming late spring, so be on the lookout. It's black on. I'm not big on the. I'm all about supporting blacks, but I'm all about good service too.
Exactly.
You can't do everything black, but everybody don't have good service.
Right.
Service gotta be.
Listen, man.
Talked about that.
Listen, I'm honest. I'm very honest to the core. I'm intentional with what I say. So you can sue me or whatever, but I can't.
You're gonna lose the case. You're gonna lose the case.
I-
You're not gonna win.
Nah, I can't do it if I'm not getting the proper service.
Bad.
I'm all about supporting our own, but our own got to do right by our own.
Very true.
So I'm not finna take less, the proper treatment or less quality service just to say I'm supporting somebody black.
Exactly.
Service.
That's what we got. We got to big up our own. We got to big up our community by keeping it real with them, by being honest with them. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's gonna make their business better. Anyway.
It's too many people that's just, that's okay with what is going on. Man, tell them that they bringing your food out too long, or tell them that you had to sit for 15 minutes before a waitress could come even ask you what you want, some water or a soda.
Yeah.
That's gonna push their profit margin up more, because you don't know how much money done walked out of that establishment.
Right.
Just because of
Because of that.
you're having.
Right.
Yeah.
Or tell them, because I walk around the store 3 times, ain't nobody asked me that I need a size or something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
So you gotta be honest with you. If you're gonna be very pro anything that you're gonna be pro, be honest with what you're doing. Be intentional with what you're saying. Don't say it and backpedal. Say it and stand on it.
Absolutely. And one thing I can say, about Sheed is Sheed don't hold his tongue. What he say, he feel
Nothing
it.
or nobody.
He don't hold his tongue. What he say, he feel.
Right.
And I know that you all already touched on the second chance at life thing. But that was when I already had a really high level of respect
For him.
for Sheed
Always.
prior to.
Always.
Because back in college, just my party days, and still do party a little bit, but the starting 5 days in college at WKU, all of my boys was watching the infamous Ben Had YouTube series.
What's that?
Did y'all? Oh, y'all.
Now, see, we talked
They
about.
didn't touch on that.
Yeah,
they
we
talked
talked
about
about-
Jose Hustle TV.
Oh.
Like, we talked about the Jose Hustle and you know what he did, but we didn't really go. So Jose Hustle TV, like I said, it's a
See,
video.
I
blog.
come in late, but I give y'all a second episode though.
Like so,
Look at Pat.
you know, it was a video. Jose Hustle TV is a video blog. It started out in college because I was just, you know, I'll get done with class early in the day because I had morning classes. I'd be bored. I had a new MacBook, had a camera on it. Let's cut it on and talk. And I said, okay, I'll upload it on Facebook. Then, all right, people listening. I see me on campus. Hey, man, you funny as hell what you was talking about. I'm like, all right, bet. And so, you know, once I gained more traffic on the campus, I said, oh, excuse me. I said, let's take it another level. You know, I tell people, when I post it, share it. Share it with your people back home. Share it with your people other places.
Yeah.
So, you know, over a year and a half span, it took the nation by storm.
Yeah. Like
that was
legit
before-
by storm.
That was before the big break came. The big break came in the middle of that year and a half.
The
Ben had.
beef, the who came up with it first?
Yeah.
The Ben Had Polo.
Yeah, the Ben
The
had.
big
So,
one.
One of my,
The
it
big
was
one.
a guy, a friend of mine. He actually originated Ben Had, right? He originated it, but it was cool. It was cool, you know. I've been had red cups. I've been had microphones. Something that you got a vast amount of, right? So you can say you've been had it. I've been had socks, right? But it wasn't nothing that game changed. Tosh Porno, who was on Comedy Central, I did a Ben Had bootleg movies with him. Tosh Porno saw it, and he put it on Comedy Central. He got a check for that.
Yep.
But he did Ben Had Money. He counted out $500,000 in all hundreds. 500,000 in all hundreds on a pool table. Iconic moment. Tosh Porno took that and took it to actually Ben Had Money came first. Then we did Ben Had bootleg movies. That's when Tosh Porno said, all right, we're about to make fun of this. So the trend was going. So I said, I already had Jose Hustle TV. People tuning in, see what I'm talking about. With Jose Hustle TV, I said stuff that you thought of, but you didn't say.
Right.
You thought about this,
Yep.
but you didn't say it.
Yep.
So I said it, and I didn't hold no regards. Like I'm easy to locate. So you want to talk about it or holler at me, I'm right here.
Right.
And so I had the Jose Hustle TV in motion, and then I did the Ben Had Polo.
Boy, and let me just
Change
pause
the
you
game.
right there. Boy, that Ben Had Polo went viral before going viral was
Was a
like
thing.
a real thing. You got to think, this was what, 8 years ago?
This was 09.
09, 2010,
This was
09.
This was 09.
This was in his dorm room.
In my dorm
This was
room.
at Tuskegee
Tuskegee
University.
University.
Shout out Tuskegee.
So this was at Tuskegee University. We watching it 2 states up in Kentucky.
Okay.
And so all my boys is going to Dillard's, racking up on the polos, racking up on polo, because back then that was, you know, dro was hot,
Yeah.
and everybody used to always try to, you know, jock, you know, young Dro style. Who else? Fast Like Youngsters, Swag Serving Cats. That's all they wore, and that's when that song came out. So polo was the wave. And man, I remember watching that Ben Had Polo, and when I tell y'all this Negro spent 10, 15 minutes of polo everything, bro. I even think I saw like polo. What'd you say? Polo dick rubber.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that this is a hidden fact. only people that know, Double XL had called me and we did an interview.
I remember
It was
that.
in the magazine, it was on the website. Double XL had to, like, we gotta get you on board. You know what I'm saying? Because I called out Dro. I was saying, Dro, show me what you got, nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
So it wasn't even, I did it to tag along on the Ben Had wave that was rolling. I knew something that I had a lot of. I didn't have all my shoes with me at school. So if I half-stepped with Ben Had sneakers, they would have, man, you bullshitting, right? So I said, I know, I got Ben Had polo. I got a lot of polo, Ben Had polo. So I just filmed it, filmed it, one take. It was one take. Did it, filmed it, uploaded it, add sound effects, and then it just...
From there.
Because what it wound up, that may have been the first, if we really want to go back in time and look, that may have been the first social media challenge, so to speak. You know, everybody got like the ALS challenge or they got.
I called people out. I said, Dro, what you got? I said, Jermaine Dupri, what you got?
Yeah.
I want to know who got more polo, who got a better collection than me. I said, so even if you got a Ben Hat, man, show me. Upload your videos, tag me in it. Let me see what you Let me see what you're working with.
Yeah.
And
why you got all this polo, bro?
You watching it? You watching it, ain't you?
But y'all want to know that? Y'all want to know a secret? Only people that know is who I've talked to about. That was just the Spring '09 collection.
Because you had the Michael Phelps joint.
Yeah, I had the Michael Phelps. I
joint.
literally had the Michael Phelps
From 08.
Olympic
From the year
polo.
before. From the year before.
I
The
really had
08 Olympic.
when I said Michael Phelps gave me this, he didn't give it to me, but it was Michael Phelps edition. You know, that's all. Some of them pieces came from the Summer Olympics that year in 08, the semester before, and the rest of that shit I got for Christmas. that wasn't a year's collection. That was at one go round.
The pieces that I remember was the Michael Phelps joint, because you had a couple of Olympic pieces.
Yeah,
he had the polo jacket too. I want to say you had the Olympic jacket.
Two
of them. See
You better
see it?
to be exact. Get that shit right.
But my favorite piece that he probably had was the Ben Had Carlton Bank swag, bro.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
The Carlton Bank sweater was so hard, bro. It's like a cream color.
Yeah, it was cream
with like the red and green stripes around the collar. It lightweight looked like a Gucci joint, but it had the horse on the chest though.
No, it didn't. It didn't have that.
It
It had the green and red. It was cream, green, and red on the wrist and the neck. It had a strip of navy.
The polo sweater.
In between that. And it was like thick. It was real. Thick.
It was one of them really, really thick joints.
Yeah.
Not no H&M quality. There it is right there. There go right there.
Yeah.
He got draws.
You see
Polo
it.
everything.
You see it. Polo magazines,
I
bro.
wouldn't listen. I let them. I'm not playing with you. Like even my undershirts, my socks, my drawers.
When he say polo everything,
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm not bullshitting. This is true facts. Y'all remember when polo boots was big?
Yeah.
You watch that video. I had the polo low cuts, and I had the polo boots, the high tops. Those were from '95.
Sandals as well.
Yeah.
Them boots was from that. My uncle T gave me those boots. And
Shout out Uncle T. Uncle T, cool dude.
He gave those to me. Like, here, you can have. I don't want them. You can have them. And I'm like, I had them going into college, but they was dope. And then I dropped that video.
Everybody saw it back.
Ironically,
I did see that.
Ironically, those shoes came. The highs and the lows came back. Ironically, and I say this, and I say it with all humility. That video created another shift in the polo wave. With Young Dro doing, I'm not gonna take nothing. Young Dro set the foundation with the urban community rocking polo real precise like. But I took it to the next level for my age
for
range.
for the generation underneath Dro.
Especially all the college students who went out and bought polo.
Yeah.
College students across the nation went out and got it. High school kids went around the nation went out and got it.
Yeah, Dillard's and Macy's was selling.
Put it
that
like this: Double XL wouldn't have called me if it was little boy stuff.
Yeah. And have you seen the polo butter leather jacket? You seen the jacket yet?
Yeah, I still got. You know what? I still got about 85, 90% of those pieces. Some of the stuff I gave away. Like,
And the pieces that he had are like timeless pieces. Like he could probably rock all of that stuff even when he's 70 years old.
That black down jacket I still wear to this day.
Mm-hmm.
That butter leather jacket I still wear to this day.
The butter leather jacket was hard.
Okay.
A lot of stuff, you know. One thing about polo is timeless.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't matter if I got it 3 years before, even when I in that video, you wouldn't tell because there's nothing that would be in and out of style.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something spur of the moment type thing. And I still to this day, I go through airports, people recognize me as Jose Hustle.
Mm-hmm.
I go to sporting events, people come up and pull up on me. Hey man, ain't you the dude from the videos? I'm like, I'm so far removed from it. I'm like, yeah, that's me. What's up? Can I get a picture with you? Like, yeah, let's do it. Mm-hmm. You know, Chicago, they show me major love. Charlotte show me major love.
Mm-hmm. Shout out my second home, Charlotte. Red Cups.
Cities in cities in Kentucky show me major love.
Okay.
Like people show me major, like they recognize me. I promise you, it was my spring break one year, spring break 2010. I was in Chicago. I'm walking around Michigan Avenue. I got my Jose Hustle TV sweatshirt on. I left Nike Town, got a couple items, and a dude stopped me and was like, hey, ain't you the dude from the video blogs? Like, put my hand on a stack of Bibles. I'm like, yeah, it's me. What's up? Man, I like what you be talking about, dude. It wasn't even about the Ben had polo. That had drew them to me, but once I got you to me, I let you know what was going on. We talking about real shit. Like I had, like how to act in the club.
Yeah, that was
like,
a very, very good video.
Like when you see me in the club, you can shake my hand, holler at me, but after that, we ain't doing 2-3 handshakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you get a bottle, once that bottle start getting low, stop trying to hold on to it. Just pour that shit in the cup and keep it moving.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole time.
Man,
Just to show that they purchased the bottle.
Bro, I'm about to go back through my
Like,
YouTube and watch
and
all
Jose,
of these
like,
joints, bro.
I said Jose Hustle, what Jose Hustle was talking about in 08, 09, 2010 still applies to this day.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know?
And that's right. And that's something, like I said, that's something about Rasheed, man, is when he feels something, he definitely gonna say it and he gonna stand behind it.
Most definitely.
And, you know, just to piggyback, you know, off of the level of respect that I have for him, I think Sheed and I got a lot closer. We got closer after I purchased the shoes and started communicating a little bit more after that. But it was when, you know, March 26th happened. That was when, like, I was able to ingrain this man as one of my brothers at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because he and I had been communicating days, like, prior to that. Like, days, literally. Like, a handful of days prior to that. Maybe 2 or 3 days, if that. And I remember getting a phone call from a lot of people. And people asking me, have you talked to Sheed? Have you talked to Sheed? Have you talked to Sheed? And I vividly remember I was just getting out the shower and I looked at my phone. And we all know how it is when you got, you know, 30 missed phone calls and 40 text messages. You like, oh shit, you know, it is in missed phone calls from y'all and everybody's wondering what the deal is. Well, we haven't heard from him all day. And that was that Saturday night.
Yeah.
That was that Saturday night. Because I was about to get out and I was about to shake something. And so I was like, man, I got to figure out what's going on. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how I knew, but I called my mom, told her what was going on, and I just threw some joggers on, jumped in my truck, and the first place I drove to was Vanderbilt. Don't know how I knew to go there. I just pulled up at Vanderbilt. And then I started seeing a handful of familiar faces. I'm like, oh, shit. You know, like, I don't know what's going on. This don't look too hot. And I saw Jay Fields down there. Shout out Jay Fields. And I remember going to the nurses station at Vanderbilt, and I'm like, is there a Rasheed Walker here? And she said, yeah, he's upstairs on what was like the 8th floor.
Yeah, it was 9th floor.
Say, boy, memory goddamn good.
Yeah, it was 9th floor.
9th floor. And I remember getting on the elevator because at the time, your visiting hours was over with.
Yeah.
But somehow or another, one of the nurses let me on the elevator, something with her, and then I seen OG Benny, Papa Walker, OG, and man, I just remember that look on his face, and I was like devastated to walk through them doors. But I saw my dog, and he saw me, bro, and he spoke. And at that point, I was like, he gonna be all right. he gonna be Gucci at that point. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, Pops was crying, Moms was crying, everybody was kind of shook up. You know, and Pops was like, man, they giving my boy 20%, and I'm like, man, he
gonna be all right.
He gonna pull through. Like he gonna pull through. You know what I'm saying?
God didn't do that math.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is that, you know, I just had faith. I didn't, you know, I ain't gonna say I was awake. You know, I was in and out. You know, I was up, I was sedated, I was in and out. You know, I did 8 surgeries in 4 days. So you know, you in and out. But I just knew you gotta be positive. No matter what you're facing with, you gotta be positive.
Absolutely.
Like me and Pat talk from time to time. It's like he let me know what he got going on, and I give him my honest opinion on it. And if it's rolling, I'm gonna tell you how to make it roll faster. If I feel like it can be tweaked, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, that shit. All right, well, you know, good luck with it. You know, blah blah blah. I'm like, tell you, go about it this way, rearrange it this way. You know, and you know, I will say this: he was there the whole, you know, through the whole stretch. Like, checked in with my mama. And stuff. I was off the grid for like 3 months.
Yep.
And like checked in with my mama and, you know, talked, you know, just, you know, got updates and stuff like that. And
Yeah, man, it was an everyday thing. Like we need to make sure that he rocking, make sure he good.
And so like, I know people ask me, so are you still gonna do the, you know, you all right? You know, you gonna take some months? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get healthy, but nigga, the program's still going down.
Man, listen.
People look at me like I was crazy. I'm like, all right.
Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all that it may have been after maybe his, I don't know, it may have been like the 2nd or the 3rd surgery, he was already working on season 2 of the Pro-Am. Now, mind you, he still had 5 other surgeries after that. And he was sitting up in the hospital. I'm not going to say his because he doesn't own that hospital bed nor that sickness anymore. But he was sitting up in the hospital room, you know, bag connected to him, you know, wired up, you know what I'm saying, like a light pole. But he steady more working. And at that point, you can't deny anybody at that point. This man was on his deathbed and was still making sure that something for the city of Nashville was going to happen. No matter what, whether he was going to be the one running it or not. He was writing everything down in that notebook and was like, yo, if I'm not running this, then OG Benny got instructions right here in this notepad to keep everything going.
It's Jose Hustle.
And that is the real definition of what a true hustler is I'm going to continue to work whether or not I'm going to be here or not. And that, damn it, is a red cup up. You hear me?
Red cup up.
Yeah, the thing about it,
can't do nothing but respect.
The thing about it was that, man, I didn't look at my mission. I mean, I didn't look at my condition. I was focused on my mission, not my condition. I was banged up. Like, if I can open my eyes, I got a fighting chance. I'm rolling. I got something happening because I had faith in God, you know, that He wouldn't bring me to something He wouldn't bring me through. You know what I'm saying? So, well, let's not be. Why not be optimistic? Why not be positive? So my mouth was wide shut. Had a trach in my throat. You know what I'm saying? Give me my notebook though. I can't open my mouth and talk, but
I can communicate.
You talk to me. I'll write it down and pass you a note. And I'll write some more back. You know, and I'm like, I know I was gonna. They said I got through the 20%. You know, 20% chance. You know, we got through the surgeries, and they said it'd be like a 22, 24-month recovery. I bounced back in 7.
Yeah, he was back. He was back on the sidelines. What that following that season? That season. Yeah, he was back on the sidelines in 4 months. Crazy. Accident was March 26th, almost 2-year anniversary. Yeah. When Monday?
Yeah, coming up Monday.
Monday, 2-year anniversary. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the hospital. How long was you in the hospital?
I was in the hospital 36 days at Vanderbilt and 13 days
at Skyline.
Right.
So you're looking at a total of 50 days, essentially. You're looking at right at 2 months. You're looking at a month and 3 weeks.
So let's put it in perspective. So accident happened March 26th, late March. We're going to say April. Out for April. You know, out a little bit of May. I had to do physical therapy. I had to learn how to walk again. I learned how to do everything
boot.
again. Yeah, I was in that boot. I shattered my ankle. Not just a break, a shatter. Like bones completely gone. Had to restructure, plates, pins, all that. So I'm off the scene for about a month and a half. Damn near died. A month and a half, I'm back. I'm back. I ain't gonna say strong, but I'm back up. Pro-Am kickoff June 21st. Day before my birthday.
Gucci roll.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 110 pounds. I lost 60 pounds through surgery. Hair growing all over my head, hair growing all over my face. But you didn't, talking to me, you wouldn't have known anything happened to me. Visually, what you could see, I was affected through the injuries, but my spirit was untouched. It's Teflon to all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, what's up? What's going on?
Yep.
Damn, what's shaking? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, my energy stayed the same. It never faltered. Because why? For what? Look, I made it through the hard part, so I just got to be patient and get through the lengthy part.
Exactly.
You know, I ain't going to say it was easy, but I knew where I wanted to get to. You know, I had people all across the nation that was checking on me, that was worried about me. I don't like people worried, like quote unquote worried about me. I need to show you that I'm good. So it was my drive, my mission, my motivation to get back.
Right.
I was focused on getting back.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, bro, don't write my name on your cleats. Like, I'm gonna be good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even, people did it anyway, but like, bro, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. You know, so when I went for my, when I went to the doctor as a checkup, I said, when I'm gonna be able to walk again? Probably about mid-June. You know, next checkup I went to, you want a walking boot? This is in May. So I'm ahead of schedule with May.
Already ahead. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get your little boot. After that, we're gonna
Yeah, so I was in a boot, but it wasn't a walking boot. It was a stable boot. So when they did the x-ray, checked everything, hey, you need a walking, you ready for a walking boot. It's May 1st, May 5th. You know, I'm thinking June 27th. May 5th, let's go. You on track. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna kick physical therapy in gear more. We're gonna grind, we're gonna kick it in gear. So when Pro-Am, I said, I'm not finna be handicapped when it comes to Pro-Am.
Man, he showed up tip-off season opener at Stratford, and probably one of the biggest season openers out of the three.
Biggest.
Yeah, because
biggest.
the question was she gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? So the whole city.
They showed up for support. Even if he wasn't, they showed up to show him that they supported him.
Right, and so the thing was like, is she gonna be there? She gonna be there? And of course, he told his inner circle, that he was gonna be there. And we already knew, but you got to think, this man was able to pack out, a high school arena, high school gym. How many thousand people fit in there? A couple?
Yeah, like 1,000 and a half.
Yeah, so about 1,500, 1,700 people. And I mean, the parking lot, you pulled up to Stratford, if you wasn't there at least an hour before tip-off, you was parking behind, you down the street, you in the neighborhood.
On Stratford Avenue, you on the street.
You parking in the neighborhood.
Somebody's residential neighborhood.
Yeah, you in somebody's driveway parking, basically. But that goes to show you the level of fight and support that this man had behind the city of Nashville. And that's part of the reason why he loves and claims Nashville so hard. You know what I'm saying? Is because when it's all said and done, when his story is over with at whatever point in time that is, he can always go down in history as a pioneer. He has his own staple and his own imprint here within the city of Nashville. And man, that tip off was crazy.
Man,
bro.
look, I still have flashbacks from that day.
Crazy.
I'm on like the Nashville Pro-Am can, shed light on some forgotten programs in schools that are historic and monumental in the development in the hoop scene.
Right. Piggybacking off of that, you have done a lot for like Nashville community schools, period. Anyway, y'all, we have to wrap this up. We've been on for so long, but don't forget to give them. It's the longest one, so we do have to wrap it up. Rasheed, don't forget to give them your social media tag again. One more time.
Oh yeah. At Rasheed Walker, at on let me see, at Rasheed Walker on Instagram.
4. That's Rasheed
I'm
Walker
tripping.
4.
I've said it so much, but yeah, at Rasheed Walker 4 on Instagram. Jose Hustle on Twitter. The Pro-Am League page is NPBL Hoops on Instagram. So keep a lookout. You know, we
Y'all better
rolling.
stay tuned. There's some good big shit coming.
We're making things happen. Major love.
Yeah, 28
And
and
you got to
Jefferson.
sign us out.
Sounds out, J-Dub.
We'll close on out. 28th and Jefferson. Till next time.
Till
Thank
next
y'all
time.
for tuning in.
Thank
Holla
you.
y'all, man.
All right, we out.
Right.